Oops. Yeah, today I'm replacing the selector valve. Oh wow, all the screws have fell out. There's supposed to be 2 screws up here, but it's been broke. I patched and worked on it and everything else, so there's no longer any screws in it. And of course I have a buzzer that works on its own. Okay, so we're putting a selector valve in today. I'm also going to put the rest of the dash in back together. But the first thing we got to do is get these knobs off. I use a hook because there's these little pins, and you just press the little spring a little bit and they just slide right off. Yeah, I know they're the wrong knobs for the ear. That was what I had. It didn't have any on it when I got the truck. And these are off an old 73 Thunderbird that I had. Yeah, that was long before I had a YouTube channel. I had a 73 Thunderbird. Okay, then there's 4 screws here. Then it comes out. Then you gotta wrangle and wrestle it out, which is not fun. Well, my glove box is laying in the floor. Well, the screws keep falling into it, so as long as they're falling somewhere where I know that I can get them, then it's no problem. I've had this out before. Two years ago, I had to replace the fan switch and the connector. I don't remember if I made a video of that or not. Well, I did that in a blue F-150 also. One that I made a video of, the other one I didn't. I can't remember which one. Okay. So, let the fun begin. There's a trick to it. Unless it comes out the bottom. I can't remember. It's another nice mid-70s degree day. Let's see. That's the fun part, finding a socket that fits on it. Is a 9, no, that is a 7mm. Okay. awful dirty. I always thought. Let's see. There's a screw back here that's hanging on. All right, now we have it. Took long enough. Yeah, it's quite dirty too. All right, off camera, I had to wrestle this temperature control cable off. It's here somewhere. I just had it. Yeah, here it is. That is a bear to squeeze. It'll release. Off camera, I went ahead and pulled the temperature control cable off of it. It was a bear getting the little tabs released through there, but I got it. And so now there are two nuts that we need to take off. As soon as we found the right size, looks like a 3/8. There's one, and there's another. Well, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug it, and it's free. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to inspect and compare. And all the ports match up, so this should fit right on. And we'll also check the electrical connector, which also matches up. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this apart, and I am going to take it in and clean it up a little bit. See if I can recondition it a little bit to say. Now to get the old one off, there's two 1/4 inch head screws. Simply take a socket and nut driver, ratchet, or whatever your choice is. And it just lifts off. There's two little locating pins here, and it's got two dots that it locates in. That's all there is to it. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned it up, and to the contact guide right here, I added a little bit of grease on both sides. Kind of helps it slide a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and install the new selector valve. Connector port faces out, and there's 2 alignment holes that goes in, and also there's a hole right here, and that is where the actual tab that works the valve back and forth will go. So it's already in the off position. And there we go. And now I'll start the screws. It's supposed to be hot tomorrow, my understanding. I think this is the last day of actual nice weather. And I don't put them very tight, just snug. It's all you need. Just checking it, just move it a little bit to make sure it slides like it's supposed to, slides properly. And of course the temperature lever, it's just open, there's nothing that it really engages, locks into, and it just floats in there. And of course the cable connects there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and install the fan switch. It's not very old, it's just a couple of years old. And I'll go ahead and put the fuel tank switch on it. Be done with that. I've also cleaned that up too. I took some electrical cleaner and cleaned off the switch and the contacts and everything. Once again, just make them snug. They don't have to be very tight at all. Check, make sure it works like it's supposed to. And fan switch works like it's supposed to. Alright, let's go put it in.